Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the previous we have completed the types of oxides, right? I have briefly discussed about acidic oxide, basic oxide and amphoteric oxides. So if I consider oxides, yes, these are the elementary compounds of an element with the oxygen. Okay, well, based on its nature, we have categorized oxides into three types. What are those? As I said, for the first one we said acidic. Okay, yes, acidic oxides. What it means acidic oxide? Yes, here acidic oxides are nothing but these are the oxides formed by generally non-metals. The oxides formed by non-metals are generally called acidic oxides. Well, second one we said about basic oxides, right? Basic oxides, generally we said oxides formed by metals are called basic oxides. And the third one we said amphoteric oxides. What are these amphoteric oxides? The oxides formed by metalloids, right? So in general, based on the properties, these oxides are categorized into three types: acidic oxide, basic oxides, and amphoteric oxides. Just I repeat the definitions. Acidic oxide meaning the oxides formed by non-metals are called acidic oxides. Basic oxides, these are the oxides formed by metals. Amphoteric oxides, these are the oxides formed by metalloids. Okay, well, now in this session we are going to deal with one more concept called trends of oxides, means how the acidic and the basic nature of these oxides varies in a periodic table. Well, if I consider trends of oxides, what is to be remembered here? You have to think of variation of acidic and basic nature. Okay, acidic and basic nature of oxides in a periodic table. So, well, whenever if you think of trends, we have to study. Okay, along a period, and it's the first concept we have to consider along a period, and second one is down the group. Okay, how this acidic or basic nature of oxides varies in a period as well as in a group. Well, in this session we are going to try to understand the concept of trends of oxides. Well, if I consider in a period, okay, period ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, say in period the acidic nature, of oxides increases. So in a period the acidic nature of a oxides increases. Andre along a period anta tagondre acidic nature of a oxide increases. If acidic nature increases, then what about basic nature? Yes, opposite, basic nature decreases. So please remember, if I consider acidic and basic nature, they are opposite. So if we say in a period acidic nature increases ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, the acidic nature of a oxide goes on increases from left to right. As acidic nature increases, then there will be decrease in the basic nature of a oxide. Okay, well, so what is the reason for it? Means here the non-metallic nature of the element increases. As we said, if you think of periodic table, along a period when we analyze, if you consider any period from left to right, in a periodic table, metallic character decreases. ಹೌದಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Means if I consider metallic character decreases, then what about non-metallic character? Non-metallic character increases. So as non-metallic character increases and metallic character decreases, so therefore we say acidic nature increases. So acidic nature is associated with the non-metallic character. Okay, so please remember, the acidic nature of an element is associated with non-metallic character. As non-metallic character increases, so acidic character, or I can say acidic nature, increases. And as we know that from left to right metallic character decreases, non-metallic character increases, so we say acidic nature of a oxide increases from left to right of a periodic table. And what about basic nature? Opposite to this, basic nature decreases along a period from left to right. Well, now further, if I consider example, say I will consider oxides of different group elements. First one, say sodium oxide, okay, Na2O, sodium oxide, magnesium oxide, aluminum oxide, silicon oxide, okay, phosphorus pentoxide, sulfur trioxide, Okay, chlorine oxide Cl2O7. I have considered oxides. These are the elements belonging to different group. Now if I consider along a what we said along a period. So when you think of the nature of this sodium oxide is strongly basic in nature. So Na2O, it is a strongly basic in nature. If I consider nature of magnesium oxide, it is basic in nature. While aluminum oxide is amphoteric. As I already mentioned, amphoteric meaning yes, they react with both the acids, acids as well as bases. Okay, the amphoteric oxides in the nature, yes, they react with acids as well as bases, or in another words we can say they give both acidic nature as well as basic nature. So we say they are amphoteric in nature. Then coming to the next oxides, SiO2, which is weakly acidic, phosphorus pentoxide, which is acidic. Okay, SO3 strongly acidic, Cl2SN very strongly acidic, which means when I look at the nature, say basic nature decreases, acidic nature goes on increases. So if you look at the acidic nature, say non-acidic, sodium oxide is non-acidic. So magnesium oxide is also non-acidic. Okay, amphoteric it is partially acidic, weakly acidic, acidic, strongly acidic, very strongly acidic, which means from left to right, acidic nature goes on increases. Well, if you look at the basic nature, okay, in the third period, whatever the elements or oxides of the element I have considered, they belong to third period of a periodic table. Now here, if you look at the acidic nature, yes, what we analyzed, there is a gradual increase in the acidic nature from left to right. So which is the first sodium oxide is non-acidic or very okay, very weakly acidic in nature. Say it is also weakly acidic. Aluminum oxide amphoteric means it's partially acidic. Further weakly acidic, strongly acidic, then very strongly acidic in nature. Means when you look at these diagrammatically, acidic nature goes on increases. On the other hand, if you consider basic nature, as we said, sodium oxide is strongly basic in nature. So basic nature, if you analyze, basic nature goes on decreases from left to right in a periodic table. Well, so if I consider trends of oxides in a periodic table means if I consider period wise, so in a period acidic nature increases while basic nature decreases. What is the reason here? Since along a period non-metallic character goes on increases and a metallic character goes on decreases, hence acidic nature increases while basic nature decreases. Okay, well, next, if I consider the group, so in basic nature of oxide increases. Relatively, if I consider group wise, so if I consider any group out of 18, if you analyze any group, so basic nature of oxide increases down the group while acidic nature decreases. Okay, so here the basic nature of oxides increases while acidic nature decreases moving down the group. Well, what is the reason for this means? Say down the group what happens? Metallic nature of the element increases. Means down the group metallic nature increases while non-metallic nature decreases. Therefore, basic nature of oxide increases down the group while acidic nature decreases. Okay. Well, down the group what we said? Down the group basic nature of oxide increases while that of acidic nature decreases, right? So what is the reason we said here? So down the group metallic nature of the element increases and non-metallic nature decreases. So it is the reason for it. Well, when you analyze with an example, so in the first group, if I consider the first group elements, so these are the oxides belonging to first group. Say lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium oxides. Now, when you analyze the acidic nature of these oxides, say acidic nature goes on decreases down the group. Say here the larger arrow indicates which is more acidic and the size of the arrow decreases. See here down the group the size of the arrow goes on decreasing, which indicating there is a decrease in the acidic nature of the oxides. Means if I consider which is among these oxides which is more acidic, lithium oxide is more acidic while cesium oxide is less acidic. So their acidic nature goes on decreases down the group On the other hand, if we consider the basic nature, so basic nature, what happens? Basic nature goes on, increases down the group. So we say lithium oxide is less acidic, sorry, more acidic and less basic. Well, cesium oxide, Cs2O, which is okay, less acidic, but more basic among first group elements. Okay, if I consider first A group, say lithium oxide is more acidic while cesium oxide is least acidic. On the other hand, what I can say, lithium oxide is okay, least basic while cesium oxide is most basic oxide. Okay, well, is it clear? So in general, if we consider down the group, okay, basic nature of oxides increases while acidic nature decreases. Okay, well, now if I consider MCQs, which is more acidic oxide, so options will be given. First one is Na2O, they are asking more acidic, SiO2, SO3 and Cl2O7, asking more acidic. See here, if I consider Na2O, SiO2, these are metallic oxides, right? So they are basic in nature. So Cl2O7, which belongs to 17th group, last group, so will be more acidic in nature, right? So option D is correct. Well, coming to the next question, which is more basic oxide they are asking. Well, first look at the options. First option, Li2O, second potassium oxide, lithium oxide, potassium oxide, rubidium oxide and cesium oxide. Okay, so these are the L oxides belonging to same group. So all these oxides belongs to the first group. Say when we consider down the group what happens? Acidic nature. So acidic nature of oxides decreases, right? Decreases. What about basic nature? Basic nature goes on increases. Basic nature goes on increases down the group. So according to that, if we consider more basic, which is more basic? Cesium oxide is more basic in nature. Okay, well, so with this, I'm going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session, we discuss some other concept of a chemistry. Well, thank you.